Decorators with parameters? I have a problem with the transfer of the variable insurance underscore mode by the decorator. I would do it by the following decorator statement. But unfortunately, this statement does not work. Perhaps maybe there is a better way to solve this problem.
The syntax for decorators with arguments is a bit different. The decorator with arguments should return a function that will take a function and return another function. So it should really return a normal decorator. A bit confusing, right? What I mean is, here you can read more on the subject. It's also possible to implement this using callable objects, and that is also explained there.
Edit. For an in-depth understanding of the mental model of decorators, take a look at this awesome Python talk. Well worth the 30 minutes. One way of thinking about decorators with arguments is translates to. So if the decorator had arguments, translates to. Decorator underscore with underscore args is a function which accepts a custom argument and which returns the actual decorator that will be applied to the decorated function. I use a simple trick with partials to make my decorators easy. Update. Above, foo becomes real underscore decorator, foo. One effect of decorating a function is that the name foo is overridden upon decorator declaration. Foo is overridden by whatever is returned by real underscore decorator. In this case, a new function object. All of foo's metadata is overridden, notably docstring and function name. Functools.wraps gives us a convenient method to lift the docstring and name to the returned function.
I'd like to show an idea which is imho quite elegant. The solution proposed by T.Dobrownik shows a pattern which is always the same. You need the three-layered wrapper regardless of what the decorator does. So I thought this is a job for a meta-decorator, that is, a decorator for decorators. As a decorator is a function, it actually works as a regular decorator with arguments. This can be applied to a regular decorator in order to add parameters. So for instance, say we have the decorator which doubles the result of a function. With at parametrized, we can build a generic at multiply decorator having a parameter. Conventionally, the first parameter of a parametrized decorator is the function, while the remaining arguments will correspond to the parameter of the parametrized decorator. An interesting usage example could be a type-safe assertive decorator. A final note, here I'm not using functools.wraps for the wrapper functions, but I would recommend using it all the times.
Here is a slightly modified version of T.Dobrownik's answer. Why? As a general template, you should return the return value from the original function. This changes the name of the function, which could affect other decorators' code. So use at functools.wraps.
If you want to support the channel, please consider liking and subscribing.